last class we were revising or discussing, studying about specialized areas, right? And in that we were discussing with respect to SA 810 summary financial statements. Clear? Engagements to report on summary financial statements. And yesterday we also went through Unilever Caribbean Limited summary financial statements to see how the statements are prepared specifically, right? So in that we had finished with scope. What do summary financial statement reflect? It is nothing but historical financial information only, but in a summarized form, not in a very detailed form. Imagine entire financial statements of like 100-150 pages have been given only in 2-3 pages. So that's absolutely summary way of giving it. Clear? Engagement acceptance, one point you'll have to remember, if complete set of financial statements are unaudited, clear, management prepares summary of that and we cannot accept that audit of summary financial statements because it is nothing but when main financial statements only is not audited, summary is coming from main financial statements. So when this itself is not audited, this will have a greater impact on it. Clear? So auditor of complete set of FS and summary FS should be same. This is very, very important. You cannot have two different auditors. Then acceptance of engagement preconditions are there, whether same. Here we don't use the word AFRF, here we use the word applicable criteria, right? What is applicable criteria? Criteria applied by the management in preparation of financial statements. Okay. Factors to determine, it is nothing but PINA, P for purpose, I for information needs, N for nature of entity, and A for applied criteria. It should not mislead. So these things you see and then accept the criteria and then accept the engagement. Clear? If a criteria is established by some body, then go with that. It is presumed. Presumed means what? It is assumed. Clear that it is acceptable. Then second thing is industry culture. If nothing is there as per industry culture, we can go ahead and give the summary financial statements. Right? If applied criteria is unacceptable or unable to obtain agreement from the management, do not accept it. Okay, then we need to have a written agreement from the management, very similar to SA 210 only. Okay, that is preparation of summary financial statement is their responsibility, right? Then giving information is their responsibility. Making this audited FS available to the intended users. So I'll show you where it is available. Clear? Yesterday it was there in the report only, but it just missed out where it was given in a very small font which we did not see. Okay, today we'll see it. All right. If law or regulation prohibits or provides that full financial statements need not be made available, then you have to specify in the report or in the letter that it is specifically told not to give. Therefore, we are not giving. Okay. Now till here we had done. Yes or no? Let me just show you the report. If you see, this was the report yesterday we had seen, and here was the applied criteria. What is the applied criteria? Preparing FS based on IFRS was the applied criteria. Now, where have they made that available, sir? Where we can go and check the full financial statements? Have they made available, sir? Yes, they have made available here. Here. Can you see? I'll highlight for you. The full audited FS will be made available on March 31, 2022 at unilever.tt/investor relations. So in PDF, that particular link will have hyperlink. We just have to click on that, automatically it will go to their website and give. But apart from that, I've directly shown you where from their website only, but not clicking on the link. We went to their website and we saw. Yes, confirm. Yes or no? This is what we did yesterday. Okay, a quick revision of what we did yesterday, done with. Let's start with nature of procedures to be performed. Today's target. See, every day we should keep a target. If we finish a target, we are good to go. Today's target is this one and next chapter. That is chapter number 9. Two standards are there in chapter number 9. Very easy standard. Clear. Copy paste standards are there. Right. That if you finish chapter number 9 also will be done. Nature of procedures to be performed. What type of procedure we have to perform, sir? Number 1, the auditor shall perform the following procedures and any other procedures that the auditor may consider necessary as a basis for the opinion. Always remember, to give the basis for the opinion, we always need evidence, and for the evidence we have to perform procedures. Okay, so we are performing procedures for that. Number 1, evaluate whether summary financial statement adequately disclose summarized nature and identity of financial statements. Did we do this? Did we do this yesterday? Till here? No, I think no. Confirm quickly. Confirm. No? Online live? Online live? Are you there? No, sir. Okay, fine. So first step number one is evaluate whether the summary financial statement adequately disclose summarized nature and identify the audited financial statement. So summary financial statement should identify full proper nature and audited financial statements. Number one, first step that we have to do. Step number two. Step number two, when summary financial statements are not accompanied by audited FS, evaluate whether they describe clearly from where or from whom that is available. See here. Here, only 2 pages summary is given. Correct? Only 2 pages summary is given. That means audited main FS is not given. But have they mentioned where it is available? The answer is yes. It's given here. Clear? They have mentioned where it is available. Correct? Then the law or regulation that specifies that audited FS need not be made available to the intended users and establishes a criteria. In case if law specifies you need not make it available, mention in that particular financial statements, and we'll have to check whether they have mentioned it or not. In these cases, we are just checking whatever we have studied till now, we are checking that. Okay. Third, evaluate whether summary financial statements adequately disclose the applied criteria. Meaning what applied criteria? In my example, it was IFRS. So check whether it is disclosing the applied criteria. Have they mentioned here? It is in my report I have mentioned. Correct? In my report I have mentioned. See here. Yes. Now if you see management's responsibility, responsible for preparation of summary FS in accordance with IFRS. So clearly it is their responsibility and we have to check. Okay. Then, sir, evaluate in view of the purpose of the summary FS whether summary FS contain the information necessary at an appropriate level of aggregation and not to be misleading. Sir, whatever information you are giving, you have to check whether summary FS contain information necessary. Not every information will be giving. Necessary information and properly aggregated. So aggregation should not be in such a way. Yesterday I told you, in asset, why are you giving breakup, sir? Give only total assets. That's also summary. But it is not at an appropriate level of aggregation. Clear? Aggregation means what? Division. Clear? Until, I mean not division, sorry, you are summing up. So sum up in such a way that it is at appropriate level of summing up. Randomly, sir, everything if you sum up and give. There's no point in summary FS. Clear? Evaluate whether financial statements are available to the intended users without any undue difficulty provided by the law or regulation. Meaning what's here? Audited FS, complete FS, have they made it available in the financial statements without any difficulty, and this highlighted point is what we are talking about. This is the point we are talking about. Have they made it available without any difficulty? The answer is yes. Clear? Okay. Now, form of opinion. Clear? From here onwards, it becomes very little important for you to understand. But easy. Nothing difficult here. Nothing different that you are studying. It's easy. Where when the auditor concludes that you are giving unmodified opinion on summary FS, it is appropriate that you shall use one of the following phrases. What is that one of the following phrases? Number one, the accompanying summary FS are consistent with the audited FS as per the applied criteria. Meaning what? The accompanying summary FS are consistent with the audited FS. Audited FS means what? Complete financial statement. Complete financial statement. So summary FS should be equal to in the sense what? Consistent, not exactly equal to. Equal to here means what? Consistent. Clear? Consistent with the complete financial statements as per the applied criteria. Or accompanying summary FS are fair summary to the audited FS as per the applied criteria. So basically one of the phrases, not both. Clear? Can be asked as a drafting question. One of the phrases we'll be using. One is what? where you're telling it is consistent with the summary audited financial statements. Second, you're telling it is fair summary. Clear? Basically compliance and fair presentation framework. Okay. Next, if law or regulation prescribes the wording of the opinion on summary that are different, then sir, law or regulation prescribes the wording, specifically how to put the report, specifically who tells. The law has only told. In those cases, what do we do? In those cases, apply the procedures discussed earlier and any further procedures necessary, and evaluate whether users of the summary FS might misunderstand the opinion. If yes, whether additional explanation in the report can mitigate the possible misunderstanding. Mitigate means what? Reduce or manage. Clear? If law has not told, then you follow this. But if law has prescribed the wording, then obviously we'll have to follow the law. But when you're following the law, see whether people can misunderstand the words. If people can misunderstand the words, check whether you have to put any additional explanation to ensure that misunderstanding reduces to a considerably low level. Okay. Then, if additional explanation mitigates a possible misunderstanding, if yes, then you accept the engagement. Good. Clear? Then you accept the engagement. Absolutely good. But if additional explanation mitigates the misunderstanding, if the answer is no, do not accept the engagement unless it is required by law or regulation. And if you are accepting here because of law or regulation, the report on the summary FS shall not indicate that engagement was conducted as per this essay. Very simple. Very simple. What is that? If I think of a chart for this, clear, form of opinion divided into two. Under first one, law has prescribed the wording. Under second one, law has not prescribed the wording. Under second one, if law has not prescribed the wording, then you'll be using what? First, check whether step number one, apply the procedures discussed. Clear? Step number two, form an opinion. Step number three, evaluate whether additional explanation is necessary for mitigating the misunderstanding. Clear? If the answer is yes, accept it. If the answer is no, do not accept it. Now, in do not accept, if law prohibits you from not accepting it, which means you are forced to accept it, but in the report you give clearly a statement saying this particular audit was not done as per this standard. Clear? So this statement is very important, that engagement was not conducted in accordance with this standard. This standard is SA 810. Got it? Got it. I'll give you a sample of it. Form of opinion. Form of opinion. Okay. Under form of opinion, we have two things. Number one, law or regulation prescribes the wording law or regulation does not prescribe the wording. Now, if they prescribe the wording, we'll talk about it later. Doesn't prescribe the wording, very easy. Use one of the phrases. And what are those phrases, sir? Number one. Okay, summary FS is consistent with audited FS with applied criteria. Number two, or summary FS presents or presented, summary FS presented fairly with audited FS as per applied criteria. As per applied criteria. So this is if law or regulation does not prescribe the wording. If they prescribe the wording, what to do, sir? If they prescribe the wording is very good. Number one, step number one. Perform procedures. Step two, form an opinion. Step three, evaluate whether there could be misunderstanding. Step number three, consider the wording or wordings prescribed by law or regulation. Step number four, evaluate whether there could be misunderstanding. Okay, there could be misunderstanding. If the answer is yes, here I'll write no, here I'll write yes. If the answer is no, go ahead and report. If the answer is yes, don't wait for my permission. If the answer is yes, then consider whether additional explanation could mitigate the misunderstanding, and if the answer is yes for this, then Go ahead and report. Go ahead and report. But, if the answer is no for this, if the answer is no for this, now, if law or regulation does not allow you to not accept, not accept, then clearly what you should do, mention that engagement is not done. Engagement is not done or not conducted as per this essay. As per this essay. So this is your clear cut for chart for form of opinion. Clear? One is your law or regulation prescribes the wording. One, law or regulation does not prescribe the wording. If law or regulation does not prescribe the wording, then good. Use phrases given in the standard itself. And what are the phrases given? One is it is prepared as per criteria. Yes. Second is fairly presented. Correct? Huh? Then next, whatever is remaining. If law does not prescribe what to do, sir. Two things. Consistent. I'll highlight the important keywords for you guys. Clear? Consistent with. Consistent with. Presented fairly here. Okay. Right. Then in case of law or regulation, prescribes the wording. Step number one, perform relation. Clear? Evaluate whether those will create misunderstanding. If the answer is yes, then additional explanation is required. If it could mitigate the misunderstanding, if the answer is yes, go ahead and report. Clear? If the answer is no, then we'll have to not accept until and unless law or regulation does not allow you, whatever you the audit at all. Understood? Clear? So technically here no, do not accept, do not accept, and then come here. Okay, then come here. Law and regulation does not allow you to not accept, then mention that. Mention where in the report. Mention where in the report. Mention in the report. Clear? Yes, online. Is this clear? Is this chart clear? Any doubts in this chart? Any doubts in this chart? Clear? Absolutely clear, huh? Yes. Quickly go through it once. Quickly go through it once. Is there a chance that even after additional explanation, user may not understand? That's why here I put no. If it is no, then do not accept. Yes. Possible. No, see, is it possible that a student, even after giving this flow chart, will not understand? Can misunderstand the standard? Is there a chance? Yes or no? Rishabh, is there a chance? Of course. But let's talk about the majority. Will majority understand this if I give like this? If the answer is yes, no problem, go ahead. Yeah. If majority don't understand and misunderstand, that's where the problem lies. Done. Let's move ahead then. Let's move ahead. Next. Now, report on summary. In report, what is there, sir? Now, this is a very important topic for the exam purpose. Okay. Auditors report on summary FS. How the report should look like. Sir, after this, what? Modifications. In case of modifications, what to do? And with that, we'll be done with the standard. Okay. Right, sir. Let's talk about the report. First one, title. Clearly, it should say report of an independent auditor. Right. Now, let's talk about report here. Here. Yes, independent auditors report on the summary financial statements title, element number 1. Clear? Then element number 2, what have they told? Addressee, generally appointing authority will be the addressee. If addressee of the summary FS is not the same as addressee of auditor's report on main financial statements, evaluate the appropriateness of using a different addressee. Factors that may affect include terms of engagement, nature of entity, purpose. Sir, generally the one who appoints us only will be the addressee. But sometimes if the addressee is someone else, then evaluate whether that someone else is appropriate for me to address or terms of engagement will be mentioned to whom we are supposed to report. Now, if you see here, who is the addressee? To the shareholders of Unilever Caribbean Limited. And this is nothing but element number 2. Element number 2. Addressee. Clear? Element number 3. Introductory paragraph. Now, I want you to read this. Clear? Point number 3 and actual report. You will have to do a lot of reading to understand it. Okay? You may be seeing it, but when you read, it will be better. Introductory para. Point number 1. If you see, what are they told? Identification of summary FS on which the auditor is reporting, including the title of each statement. Have they mentioned here? Have they mentioned here? What have they told, sir? Sir, introductory para, identification of summary FS. Have they identified it? Summary FS here. Summary FS. Clear? Summary of statement of financial position. Summary statement of P&L and OCI. Changes in equity and cash flows. Have they clearly notified it? Yes. Then, statement that summary FS and the audited FS do not reflect the effect of events that occurred subsequent to the date of auditor's report on the audited financial statements. Good point. Point number B is a good point. What are they telling? So subsequent events basically they are talking about. And you have to clearly mention in the report that, sir, any effect of the events occurring after date of audit report, that particular event has our financial statements does not reflect, our report does not reflect. See here, what have they told, sir? They have just told from this year, that is as at December 31, 2021, we have given our opinion. Clear? Summary FS do not contain all the disclosures required by IFRS. Correct? Have they clearly mentioned it here? Yes. Right, sir. Next. reference to the auditor's report on the audited financial statements, the date of that report, and the fact that unmodified opinion is expressed on the audited FS. Now, this particular statement, what you're seeing right now, see, generally, summary financial statements in India, very less they prepare. Clear? This is our not Indian report. This is international report. So, international report, they don't follow SA 810. They follow ISA. Clear? International standards on audit is what they prepare. So this report is as per that. But wherever possible, I am trying to give you references so that it will be easier to understand. Clear? Okay, sir. Then, next. Sir, a statement indicating that summary FS do not contain all the disclosures required by AFRF. This we have put here. Just now we underline, no? Yes. Point number D. Clear? Point number D. Okay. See what wordings they have used. Statements are consistent with audited FS. So consistent means what? That means law or regulation has prescribed the wording and they have followed that wording only. Okay. Right. Next. Huh.
It says that the fact that an unmodified opinion is expressed on audited financial statements. That means only if it was there is unmodified opinion, only then they
No, reference to the CA, reference to the main audit report. Clear? And the fact that unmodified opinion is expressed on the financial judgments. Now, if modified opinion is given, that's what you're asking. If modified opinion is given, what to do? Now, that will come as a next topic. What we are supposed to do? See here, modifications to the opinion EOM para in the financial statements. What do we do? Okay, right. So this is specifically, they say if it is unmodified opinion is given, specify in your report that actual report has unmodified opinion. Clear? Statement indicating that all disclosures are not there and it is not a substitute for reading the main financial statements. Have they mentioned here? Yes. Therefore, it is not a substitute for reading the audited financial statements and our report thereon. Clear? Yes. Okay. Now you see here. Now you see this point, which one? Point number B, clear? Point number C. Point number B you see here. The summary financial statements and the audited FS do not reflect the effects of event that has occurred subsequent to the date of our report. Point number B. We expressed an unmodified opinion on the audited FS in our report dated March 2022. Point number C. Clear? Point number B, point number C, point number D. Is it mentioned? Is it clearly mentioned? Yes. Okay. Next. Opinion. You have to give clear expression of opinion and have they given here? Yes. Clearly they have given. Okay. Saying they are consistent. They are consistent. Okay. Management's responsibility. Management's responsibility. A description of management's responsibility for the summary FS, explaining that management is responsible for preparation in accordance with applied criteria. Sir, have they mentioned here? Yes. Management is responsible for preparation of summary FS in accordance with IFRS. Here applied criteria is what? IFRS. Clear? And for IC also, internal control also, they are responsible. Clear? Right, sir. Next, what is my responsibility? Statement that auditor is responsible for expressing an opinion based on procedures conducted on whether summary FS are consistent with your AFRF or audited financial statements or applied criteria. So what is my responsibility? Let's read. Our responsibility is to express an opinion on whether summary FS are consistent with audited FS based on our procedures which were conducted in accordance with ISA 810, that is engagements to report on summary FS. This is what I told you. They don't follow SA, they follow ISA. But ISA and SA very, very similar. Clear? Very, very similar. Understood? Yes. Right. Now, whatever annotations are given here, I will be forwarding the same report to you. Clear? When you study, you can go back and refer to it. Okay. Huh? Yeah, KPMG only did this. KPMG can have, they have worldwide presence.
They cannot like direct like that.
They can. This is, that's what as per ISA they have signed it that way. No problems. Because a firm is what who signed it, and this is summary FS. No, this is not going to be circulated everywhere. This is only for certain specific purpose, intended purposes there. Okay. And do you think if this, if he has to sign specifically, don't you think whatever financial statements are there, it is audited only? If whatever amounts is mentioned in this report, from where it has come?
The main audit. Yeah.
Main audited FS only, no. So there they would have signed no. So this is nothing but what from there only they have picked it. Specifically, they have not done an audit, no. This is just what? Summary means what? From there they are picking and giving. So I've signed there, it is as good as I have signed here. Clear? Because here clearly they have mentioned we expressed an opinion, unmodified opinion there. So you can go and refer there for more information. Clear? And no one will take big decisions based on just summary. Summary is for what? Rather than giving full, you give them summary. If they ask for full, you give full. Okay? Right. Signature. Order signature, FRN, clear, membership ID, UDIN is required to be stated here. Here UDIN is required because this is audited FS summary. This is audited FS summary, therefore UDIN is required. Then date of report no earlier than date on which you have obtained your SAI, on which to base your opinion, including evidence that the summary FS have been prepared and those with recognized authority have asserted that they have taken responsibility for them. So basically, your date should not be earlier than obtaining SAI, meaning only after obtaining SAI and only after the date of main audit report, your summary audit report should be dated. So write there if you want. Write there if you want. Right there. In case of date of auditor's report, 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 it should be date of auditor's report on summary FS, date of audit report on summary FS. It should be dated after, it should be dated after the main audit report date, the main audit report date, the main audit report date, and the date after which evidence is obtained. It should be the date after which evidence is obtained. Clear? Then place of signature, location should be mentioned. Location of signature. Okay. Right. Now comes the modification part. All right. Modifications to the opinion, EOM para, OM para in the auditor's report on the financial statements. Sir, if main FS contains modifications, what do we do? Whenever we talk about modified opinion, there will be three things. One is qualified, adverse, and disclaimer. Okay. Qualified means good but not bad. Adverse is bad and disclaimer is worse. Clear? So these are the three opinions that can be given under modifications. Now let's first understand, if you give qualified opinion, if you give EOM para, if you give OM para, what to do? But auditor is satisfied that summary FS are consistent in all material respects with audited FS as per applied criteria. What do you mean by that, sir? What do you mean by that? What are they trying to tell? What are they trying to tell? Read it and understand and let me know quickly. Quickly. Qualified opinion is given on what? Main FS. But you are also telling you are satisfied that summary FS are consistent with audited FS as per applied criteria. So, summary FS is correct, sir. But in main FS, what is given? Qualified opinion is given. But in these cases, what to do? Nothing to do, don't worry. Your report on summary FS shall clearly mention that auditor's report on main FS includes a qualified opinion, or it includes UM para, or it includes OM para, or going concern problem is there, or CAM has been communicated, and a statement that describes uncorrected material misstatements of other information. So basically, you are telling that your main FS has issue, but the summary FS is consistent with main FS. In those cases, consistent means what? It is as per. That means if there is modification, here also there should be modification. But what we should mention? We should mention very clearly that the summary main FS report has modification. What modification? Qualified opinion. Like how here we have given unmodified opinion here, no? Here we'll be telling qualified opinion. Here we'll be telling qualified opinion. Clear? We'll be telling what? Qualified opinion. Then, next. Describe in your report the basis for qualification, matter referred in the para and the effect. Para, which para, sir? Of opinion para. Main report opinion para. The uncorrected misstatement and the effect on the summary FS and audit report. So describe these three things. Clear? Go through it for once and then tell me whether you have understood. If you have any doubts, quickly. Only on qualified opinion. Done? Any problems, any confusion, any issues? If there is no issue, no confusion also, please give a confirmation with respect to that. Online live, even you, put in the chat box if you have no confusions as well. Clear, sir? Cool. Done. Okay, sir. Let's try and understand now. Okay. Fine. Let's move ahead. Sir, what if this is qualified opinion? Qualified means good, but not bad. Good, but not bad. What if it has adverse opinion or disclaimer of opinion, sir? Number one, state that auditor's report on FS contains adverse opinion or disclaimer. Clearly mention what opinion you have given. And same, describe the basis for such opinion. State that due to such opinion, it is inappropriate to express an opinion on summary FS. See, if it is qualified, at least I can give something. I can give an opinion. But if it is adverse and disclaimer, we'll have to clearly mention it is inappropriate to express an opinion on summary FS. Clearly mention that we don't have any opinion on, or even if you are giving any opinion, it is adverse. There it is adverse and disclaimer. Here also I cannot give. So it will be inappropriate if I give opinion here. Clear? So this is important. This particular page is very important. So mark it as very important. Okay. Right. Sir. Sir, this particular thing, should I give only this or in addition to the elements of audit report? Sir, all other elements, title, addressee, everything you have to follow. Clear? All other elements, title, addressee, responsibility, etc. This you have to follow anyway. Okay? Okay, sir. Sir, what if I give when do I give modified opinion on summary FS, sir? When? In what situation? In what situation? Clear? In what situation? Number one, if the summary FS is not consistent, you give modified. Clear? What type of modification? That also I'll tell. If management does not agree to make the necessary changes, that time you give adverse opinion. Clearly you give adverse opinion. Do not give qualified, do not give disclaimer. Give adverse opinion. When summary FS is not consistent with actual FS, number one. Number two, and management does not make necessary changes. In both cases, what will you give? You give adverse opinion. What opinion will give? Adverse opinion you will give. Understood? Clear? Okay, sir. Next. Restriction on distribution or use of alerting the readers. Right? See, charts, what I've done is, as much as possible in complicated topics, I've put the charts in this manner only here in the textbook only for you guys, so that it will be better in one place, wherever possible. Okay? Sir, restriction on distribution or use or alerting readers of the basis. Clearly have to, whenever you're distributing or when you are using this report on the financial statement is restricted, main FS report is restricted, sir, then you have to include a similar restriction on summary FS. Generally in SPFS we have seen special purpose financial statements. It is only for bankers, only for creditors, only for certain people. So there for them, you have to, if there's a restriction in the main report, in the summary report also there should be similar restriction. Clear? Right? You can write a point there. If restriction is given in main report, if restriction is given in main report, if restriction is given in main report, then similar restriction shall be mentioned. Similar restriction shall be mentioned in report of summary FS. Report on summary FS. Report on summary FS. Summary FS. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Let's try and understand this. Clear? Yes. Comparative, sir. If you know, there is a standard called SA 710 which talks about comparative FS. Comparative FS means what? Corresponding figures and comparative financial statements. Last year amount will be given. Have they given here, sir? Have they given here last year amount and all? Of course, they have given here. So whenever you are including comparatives, they are simply saying follow SA 710. That's very as simple as that. if it contains comparative but the summary does not contain, if it is reasonable to omit comparative, go ahead with that. If it is unreasonable, put the comparatives. Understood? Clear? Basically follow SA 710. If the summary FS contain comparatives that were reported by another auditor, then follow SA 710 where, sir, this is not possible, but theoretically it is possible. Theoretically it is possible or practically it is possible. You tell me now. Listen to this case and you tell me. What have they told? If the summary FS contain comparatives that were reported by another auditor, sir, can two auditors do audit here?
Should always be the same auditor.
The summary FS auditor and audited main FS auditor should be same. So then why is this point coming? Why is this point coming?
Maybe in the main audit report, the previous figures which were stated, that audit was done by previous auditor.
Okay.
That's the reason it is having the impact here.
Okay. Previous year there could be different auditor. No, sir. Very good. Same logic. It is not necessarily in main audit report, ma. Because summary is coming from where? Main audit report only, no. So obviously those figures when I put in summary FS, that means this summary FS last year amount is done by whom?
Previous.
That is the situation here. Clear? And in SA 710 specifically they have told the same only. In case if the last year comparatives is done by some other auditor, in other matter paragraph you give a disclosure that the amount or disclosure of the corresponding figures were audited by some other auditor, specifically given other matter paragraph. Clear? Right? So I'll write here in OM, give disclosure. Sir, if in main audit, if there are joint auditors, okay, what's the problem then? If there are joint auditors. In main audit, if there are joint auditors, what is the issue? Summary FS also they only should do, no? For point number 3, which point number 3? Which point number 3? Point number 2. Okay, no problem. Point number 2 talks about, sir, comparative amount was done by some other auditor. So even if it is joint audit, the entire audit team is one only for me. Yes or no? Whether you have 2 firms or 3 firms doesn't matter, but both are same no for me. Okay, so here it doesn't matter whether you are joint auditor or not. Basically you are the auditor, no? It could be A, B, C and D, E, F together. I'll be writing their name only. Okay. Sir, unaudited information presented with supplementary FS. Very good, sir. This is one more. Clear? One more nonsense situation. Sir, unaudited supplementary information. What is supplementary information? Not your main information. Some annual report, some any other reports that you're adding with my summary FS. You know what? If you add with summary FS, no, you are giving an impression to the users that this also is audited. So to avoid that, you have to evaluate whether any unaudited information is presented. If the answer is yes, I have to ask them to clearly differentiate it. Differentiate means what? What do you mean by differentiate? See, for example, tomorrow, let's say, now I am working for an organization, right? Imagine now I am an employee, right? So I am, let's say for example, I am teaching you inter. Okay, you guys are intermediate now. I am teaching you inter, and suddenly organization will say, sir, we have a situation. You do one thing, sir. Stop inter for now and do finals. Okay, we have a situation because very urgent, sir, emergency, sir. Now, what should I do? What should I do? I should accept it, no? Why? Why should I accept it? Because number one, the situation is such, right? Number two, obviously the organization is there. We'll have to respect that also. Yes. Now, inter students will ask, sir, what about us? I'm like, wait, I'll finish that. Come and finish yours. Right? And if that is the case, now I need to clearly differentiate. This was because of what situation? I have to clearly differentiate. Why? Otherwise, what will students do? Will they misunderstand me? Yes or no? You stopped our class, you went there, you finished that class and you came. So my misunderstanding will be there, no? They'll misunderstand me. So what I should do? I should clearly differentiate saying, see, this is because of the situation like this. It is not because I wanted to do like this. So clearly differentiation should be given. Why now? Right now, we are overlapping. Yes. So the situation is such that we have to differentiate and tell. Otherwise, it will be misunderstood that, oh, faculties are doing whatever they want to do, sir. Whenever they want, they're keeping class. Whenever they don't want, they're not keeping class. Some days 8:30, some day 9:30. It's not like that. So clearly differentiation, if it is given, I can proceed with it. But if differentiation is not given, don't say no directly. Ask management to change the presentation of unaudited supplementary information. Change. Ask them, sir, no, put audited only, otherwise don't put it. But if management accepts it, good for us, we can proceed with audit. But if management refuses, consider the impact on audit report. Give modified opinion. Clear? Give modified opinion. Now, information in documents containing summary FS. Now, this is supplementary information. Supplementary means what? Additional information given with summary FS. I gave only summary FS. You are giving additional information with respect to that. Now, for that, this point. Clear? This is information in document containing summary FS. Very similar. Determine whether any material inconsistency between that information and summary FS is there. If no inconsistency, proceed with the audit. If there is inconsistency, discuss with the management and evaluate whether summary FS and other information needs to be revised. If they revise, proceed. If they don't revise, modify. Sir, annual report you have given. Clear? Here, supplementary information means what? Additional information. Here, information in a document containing summary FS, all type of information apart from supplementary, right? All type of information, whatever you have put, clearly tell. If there is inconsistency between that information and my information, don't go ahead with the audit. Clear? The objective is what, sir? The objective is to ensure whatever financial statements we are giving, that financial statement should be consistent with the information given in the document. Otherwise, don't accept it. Clear? So if you want, you write there. Information in document. Information in a document. Information in a document. In bracket, if you want to write. Information in a document like prospectus, annual report, etc. etc. Check the consistency. Check the consistency. Check the consistency. Full stop. Done, sir. Now, Auditors Association important. Now, what do I mean by Auditors Association, sir? Very easy. Very easy. If the entity plans to state that auditor has reported on summary FS in a document containing summary FS but does not plan to include auditor's report, very good, sir. Super, sir. You're telling to people that the summary FS has been audited and he has given a report, but you are not including the report. Here, if you want, you can write, in this case, management Management says the auditor, continue writing, the auditor, sorry. The auditor has audited summary FS, but they are also planning, they are also planning not to include the auditor's report, not to include the auditor's report, and underline audit report. Auditor's report, you underline that. Okay. Now, in this case, what to do, sir? Are you understanding the situation? What is the situation? They are telling, imagine, they are telling you, Karthik sir has prepared the notes, but they are not giving you the material. Now tell me tomorrow, when you are preparing, you don't have the material. Will you be able to study properly? Will you be able to study properly? No. If you are not able to study properly, will you be able to score marks? No. If you are not able to score marks, and when you come out of the exam hall, someone will ask you, how was audit? Audit didn't go well. Whose name will come? Is it Karthik sir or ArivuPro? Whose name will come? You'll tell, see, let's say for example, not the good thing, no. So you are not able to prepare properly, you will not score marks. Tomorrow someone will come and ask you, from where have you prepared audit? What will you tell? Will you tell my name or academy name first?
We are not going to consider.
No, you have taken ArivuPro, sir. ArivuPro is what they are telling. See, I have prepared the material. Okay, material is ready. Right? You have taken coaching from ArivuPro. ArivuPro has told you Karthik sir has prepared the material. But that material is not given to you. Okay. Now, definitely no. Yes or no? Which means there will be a thought that, okay, sir, it is given like this. Then I need to clearly ask management. That is when my next point will come. Request management to include. Why create that complication? Give that, no, prepared, no. For whom? For them only, no. Then include that. Why are you not including? If they include, very good, proceed with the audit. That's why these things are time pass, common sense these are. Clear? There is no brain at all here. Correct? Then refuses to include, sir, determine and carry out appropriate actions to prevent management from inappropriately associating orders with summary FS. Don't include my name then. If you are doing that, don't include my name. Clear? So the situation is, you are planning to state. State means what? Mention. You are going to mention that auditor has reported on summary FS. Siri. Auditor has reported on summary FS in a document containing summary FS. This document could be a prospectus. Clear? Annual report. Okay. Any project report, etc. they can give. Now, tell me honestly, because I told you Karthik sir gave the material, you are blaming ArivuPro. But imagine, ArivuPro just tells you that Karthik sir, it seems, has prepared the material. Or Karthik sir has prepared the material. Clear? But they will not give you. ArivuPro doesn't say. ArivuPro says only one thing. Karthik sir has prepared material. Okay? But when you come to the class, material is not given to you. What will you assume? What will you assume? ArivuPro says Karthik sir has prepared the material. Okay? Then when you come to the class, material is not given to you. What will you assume? Or what will you interpret?
been wrong. Because some reason they couldn't have gotten the money.
Very matured answer, no? Very matured answer. Generally, what people will tell, assumption can happen. No, can they assume that, oh, maybe Karthik sir didn't give it to ArivuPro only, and that is why it is not given to us? Is there a possibility? Is there a possibility online live? Is there a possibility of such assumption? Yes or no? 100%, sir. Possible. So what do? I as Karthik sir, now I need to take action. I need to step in and I need to tell, sir, see sir, I have given you the report now. Include it. If management accepts it, good. If management doesn't accept it, I will ensure that management should stop issuing that type of statement. Now, how do I ensure, sir? Determine and carry out appropriate actions to prevent management from inappropriately associating. Sir, what do you mean by associating? Putting my name, connecting my name with your agenda. Right? Why are you doing it? Okay. How do I do it, sir? Public notice. Give public notice and ensure things are sorted out. Clear? Yes. All right, sir. Right. Now, point number B or situation number B, case B. Sir, auditor engaged to report on any audited financial statements, but not on the summary FS. Very good, sir. Very good. Very good. Main FS I am auditing, but for summary FS I am not appointed. What do I do now? Ensure, sir, entity plans to make a statement in a document that refers to auditor and the fact that summary FS are derived from audited FS audited by the auditor. Very good, sir. Super, super, super. What Khatarnak mind plan they are having? Sir, if we appoint you for summary FS, again you will charge fees, no, sir. So what I will do, you have done the main audit report, no? Main FS is audited, no? From there only I will pick the amount. I will only compile the FS and I will issue, sir. And I will tell in my financial statements, this amount was picked from where? Audited FS. But I have never audited summary FS. Now what will people think? Both are audited. So to avoid this only, what I should do? Ensure responsibility is clearly shown. And they should mention or give impression that I did not audit summary FS. Meaning specifically they should ensure that people know that I have not audited summary FS. Give clear bifurcation. Only then I'll be good to go. Is that clear? Is that clear? Any doubts? Any doubts? Still here, any doubts? Pakka, online live. Pakka, clear. Okay, sir. Next, auditor shall be satisfied that reference to the auditor is made in the context of report on audited FS, not on summary FS. And not on summary FS. And not on summary FS. Plus, the statement does not give the impression that auditor has reported on summary FS. So you have to give a statement that my association should not be there with that. You give, I can't stop you from giving. That's your problem. But don't put my name. Don't connect it with me. Are you getting my point? Understood. So what is the situation in point? Case B. Case B says, sir, you are not the auditor of summary FS, but you audited main FS. So whenever they are circulating, they should ensure that a division of responsibility is given. Clear-cut statement is mentioned that summary FS is not audited, main FS is audited. Clear? That you do. And ensure that my name is not associated. If it is done like that, sir, if A and or B are not met, request the management to change the statement or not to refer the auditor in the document. And if they accept it, good. If they don't accept it, then what to do, sir? If advise management that the audit disagrees with the reference, carry out appropriate action to prevent management. Same logic. Clear? Understood? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Quickly, Auditors Association go through quickly. Very quickly, Auditors Association go through. And if it is doubt, if you have a doubt, please put in the chat box online live. And if you have a clarity, also put it in the chat box. Both cases, I want positive confirmation request. Summary FS, that's what signature won't be there. No, management will prepare and give. It's not audited. So preparation is not my job now. Correct. So summary FS is prepared by management. They will issue it. Without report. And in that summary FS, they will add one statement saying, this is picked from, this amount is picked from audited FS. So signature won't be there. Signature management, signature of the financial statements. Report is not given. So I need to satisfy myself with saying, have you given a statement in the same financial statement saying what? It should not give an impression that I did the audit of it. Okay. Specifically mention that this was not audited. Then okay, no problem. Not necessarily. You can write summary financial statements, and in that, if you want, you give a disclosure. This summary financial statement is not audited, but main financial statements are, and it is picked from there. So clearly give a clarity to the users that summary FS is not audited by me, and someone else can't audit only. You know. Clear? So if it is yes, I only have to audit that.
No, that in the initial stage itself, that he's supposed to prepare the full financial statement audit report as well as summary.
Okay.
The board management is not going to prepare summary report itself.
But why?
For some reason, if he has told like that,
Huh.
and on a later date, if at all he, but the management wanted summary financial statements for some urgent purpose. So before issuing of audit report, the main audit report, summary financial statements can be issued or
Can't, Mama. Because summary financial statements, if you are issuing, audited or unaudited, you are issuing? Unaudited. Now you tell me, can you circulate unaudited accounts?
No.
Will people believe them? Practically, if I give you, imagine, instead of this material that you have right now, I'll give you a material prepared. Let's say, for example, I'll tell one of the student, you prepare final material and give it to me. Okay, he prepares and he gives it to me. I will not review that, and I'll give it to you straight away. Are you okay with it?
No.
I'll tell it clearly. It is not prepared by me. Will you take it? Why?
Because it's not from an authorized source.
Exactly. Correct. Huh? So that means, as a user, you might start doubting now.
Yeah.
Right? Number one. Number two, if I have to talk very practical scenario, why would you not use summary FS? I mean, why would you not report on summary FS? In fact, that is more easier. Correct? You're getting money also for that. Right? You're getting paid for that. I don't see any CA ignoring such work. Probably he may think of ignoring the main audit, but definitely not. Because if you have done main audit, summary FS is nothing, no. See, if you have already written the notes, I'm just asking you to prepare charts of that. And why would I not? Correct, huh? That's how it works. Yes. Online. Still reading, huh? Still reading, not clear. Clear, sir. Okay, sir. Done, sir. Let's move ahead. Now, timing of work and event subsequent to the date of report. We have already discussed this, sir. This is basically subsequent events, okay? Nothing great here. No great concept here. Same subsequent events only. The report may be dated later than the auditor's report on the financial statements. States that audited FS and the summary FS do not reflect the effects of event that occurred subsequent to the date of auditor's report. Facts occurred after date of audit report. No responsibility. No responsibility. No responsibility. Clear? When the auditor reports on summary FS after the completion of audit of FS, you need not require to obtain additional evidence on the financial statements or report on the effect of events that occurred subsequent to the date of audit report. Sir, very simple logic here. When you report on summary FS after completion of audit of FS, meaning main audit, you need not bother about two things. Number one, you need not bother about obtaining additional evidence on audited FS because it is already done by main report, or you need not bother to report on, or you need not require to report on effect of events that occurred subsequent to the date of audit report, after the date of audit report. Why, sir? Because the main audit report is based on one financial statements. I am doing only that. Anything after audit report is none of my business.
Management wants to include some subsequent event.
Then now tell, very good question. She's asking what if management is going to amend the FS based on subsequent event, basically. Correct? No. Including subsequent event means either adjustment or disclosure, which means amendment of FS. Now you tell me, SA 560, we have already studied. If FS is amended, main report will be amended.
The audit report will be
Amended. If main report is amended, obviously summary report also should be amended. No, otherwise there's no consistency. There will be inconsistency. Yes. So main FS is changed. Therefore, summary FS also has to be changed. Understood? Clear? Yes. Understood. Online live. Since the summary FS are derived from the audited FS only. So if audited FS changes, summary FS also will be changed. Clear? Okay, sir. Right. This is your chapter number 8, specialized services. Honestly, is there anything to be afraid about this chapter? No. I would see this chapter in such a way that SA 810 is very easy. Clear? 800 and 805, 800 also is actually not too time consuming. But probably 805 somewhere you might get little stuck. But there you will have to study concept by concept. What are the, how many concepts are there in that? Clear? Then break it down and then study. Clear? Understood? Right, sir? Okay, sir. Next. Let's talk about the questions. Question number 1. Read. Question number 1, you read. 7 minutes we have to finish this. Not question number 1, to finish the entire questions. The financial statement of AKY & Co. have been prepared by management of an entity in accordance with the FRF of a contract, that is a special purpose framework, to comply with provisions of the contract. Based on the contract, management does not have a choice of FRF as an auditor advisory consideration to be taken care of while planning and performing the audit. Which SA? Which SA? Is it SA 800, 805, 810? First of all, tell me what is SA 800? What is SA 800? Audit of FS prepared based on special purpose framework. What is 805? Single financial statements, element, item or account. Correct. What is SA 810? Summary financial statements. Very good. So this question is on what?
800.
800. See, 50% of the problem solved. When you identify which essay this question relates to. How do you know?
Financial reporting provisions of contract.
Sir, this is the catchphrase, sir.
And they have given also that is a special purpose framework.
Correct. So they have clearly given that is a special purpose framework. This makes your job easy. Right? Okay, sir. What is the answer? Planning and performing the audit. Take. This is the answer. Planning and performing the audit in case of SPFW, Special Purpose Framework, all 8 points you are supposed to write. Okay. So essay 800, all 8 points you are supposed to write. Note it down. All 8 points. If you want to write page number and keep also, no issues. What's the page number? 3. Page number 3. Okay. Okay, sir. Next, question number 2. The management of CSITA Limited has prepared its summary FS for the financial statements. Sir, which one? Which essay, sir? Which essay, sir? This is 810. 810. Very good. Identification is going very strong. Proud of you guys. Super. Management of CSITA has prepared summary FS for the year 17-18 to be provided to investors. Consequently, the company wants to appoint you for conducting audit of summary FS. What are the procedures you will perform and consider necessary as the basis for forming an opinion? Sir, procedures is what they're asking. What procedures that you will perform? Number 1. Very simple. Nature of procedures performed, all 7 points you write. Nature of procedures performed, all 7 points you write. Clear? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Next. Question number 3, 4 practice. Question number 3 and 4 practice questions. Question number 5, solve. Question number 5, solve. Question number 6, practice. Okay. I want you to solve now. Question number 5.
It is inappropriate to express.
CAY is auditor of a company. He has expressed adverse opinion on audited financial statements. What additional point he has to keep in mind while expressing opinion on summary FS? You tell me, you're saying something.
It is inappropriate to express.
Very good. If you remember the chart, there were 2 things. One side, one lengthy content was there. Modified EOM, OM, going concern. Clear? In one side, there was only 1 point. There was, if you give adverse or qualified, what to do? Specifically, you have to mention in the report that adverse or qualified it was given. Number 1. Number 2, you will also have to mention that it is inappropriate to give any opinion on summary FS. Clear? Good question. Easy question. Okay. Next, I want you to solve 7th one. Question number 7.
Some points.
Sorry?
Give it some 4 points.
Mr. BK has been engaged by XYZ Limited to report on what? Summary FS. First of all, see, I told you step number to identify no questions. Yes. Step number 1, which one?
810.
No. Step number 1 of solving a question. What is that?
Yeah. Applied criteria.
Applied? No, ma, not here. Not here. I think I given you generally.
Requirement.
Requirement. What is the requirement here? Guide him the factors affecting auditor's determination of acceptability of applied criteria. Very good. PINA. PINA points. So simply write there PINA points. Pina, Pani, anything you write, no problem. Remember that way. Pani Puri you are accepting. As long as you are remembering. Guys, getting confidence in solving questions. Yes, 800 series. This is purely CA Final series only. This is not a Inter series. But a lot of things will come from Inter. Okay, done. Yes, sir. Good. Sir, eighth one. Eighth and ninth, solve quickly. Eighth and ninth, solve quickly. Always practice the steps that I have told you. I have already told you how to practice steps, how to practice questions. Guys, don't wait for me to ask you what is the answer, what is the question. Read the question, give me the answer. What's the requirement? What's the requirement?
That if the summary statements are not as per the main audit statement.
What is the requirement of the question? Always go with the normal steps only. What's the first requirement they've asked?
What are the implications on auditor's report on summary?
What is the implication for opinion on summary FS? So that means which standard is this? 810. Correct. Number one. Number two. Now try to understand what concept in 810 they're talking about. Okay, so we understood the standard. In that, what concept they're talking? If summary FS are not a fair summary of audited FS in accordance with the applied criteria and management does not agree to make the necessary changes. Disclose a qualified opinion in summary FS and factor affecting going concern. Rishabh, read it properly. I'm giving one more chance. Read it properly. Very easy question this is. Exact same thing is written somewhere. Boss will be giving modified opinion on summary FS. And that too adverse only. You know where it is given? See. Read this. Yes, very good, Shama. Page number 15, adverse opinion. Summary FS not consistent. Management does not make agree to make the changes. Therefore, I'll have to give adverse no other opinion. This is question number 8. This is question number 8. 9. Question 9. Do it. Easy questions, guys. Don't mess it up. Rishabh, did you get it? Did you get a mistake? Also, I would suggest one more thing to you guys. Online, offline, recorded. Everyone. Whenever you are making a mistake, please maintain a sheet of that. Clear? In every standard, make a sheet of mistakes. Document what mistakes you have done. And staple it with the respective standard. Right now, for example, we are doing chapter number 8. Now, in this, at the end of the chapter, now here notes are there, no, this particular point, this page is there, no. Here, you simply staple it or paste it. Clear? Or fold and keep. But when you fold and keep it, you might lose it. Therefore, staple it and keep it. Clear cut understanding you'll have. Okay, in this standard, this is a mistake. And this question, this mistake I did. This question, this mistake I did. So that your second round of learning will actually improve a lot. Reason being is a lot of students fail in multiple attempts because of one reason. One main primary reason is you write another attempt without knowing where is your mistake. First attempt you fail. Second attempt a student will fail again. Third attempt he'll fail again. And he'll lose confidence. You should not lose confidence. First you should see where is the problem. If you have a fever, I can't give ointment for you. And you can't tell me doctor is not good. You have to tell me what you're feeling. You can get the best coaching possible in the country. But if you don't know what mistakes only you are making in the exam, what is the point of getting the best coaching and going and writing the exam? So there could be one basic error that you guys could be making, you never know. And how do you identify such errors? If you're writing in the first attempt, see, these are the things which I faced. I failed multiple times and I got to know that, right? So I used to maintain those sheets in my book. Whichever standard, wherever question I make a mistake, I used to maintain the list of whatever mistakes I have done because you'll not remember. Imagine FR like 200, 300 hours you're studying. Your AFM another 200 hours you're studying. Alt another 150, 200 hours you're studying. Where will you remember what mistakes you have done where? It's a human brain, guys. It's not a machine. And with that, lot of other load also you take. Right? So don't do that. Maintain a list of mistakes and staple it in the respective standards. Okay, Rishabh, note down. All right. Okay, sir. Ninth question. Question number 9. Solve. Sir, but question 8 has two parts. Essay 8 not 5. Is it? Is it? Where? Question number 8 has 8 not 5. Where? One is this, no. Report on financial statements contain a qualified opinion but satisfied that summary financial statements fair summary in accordance with the applied criteria. Which other matters shall the auditors report on the summary? 8 according to 810. Where is 805? First para, third line. No, boss. It is not 805. It's not 805. Sir, isn't it summary financial statements? See here. Oh, no, you mentioned there question 8. You're talking about question 9, ah? Okay, okay. First message you have mentioned question 8. As per 805, sir, Rajni can give different opinion on single item and complete FS. Okay. 805 can give unmodified opinion on specific elements if 3 conditions are satisfied, not prohibited by law. Report issued separately does not constitute major portion. Okay. What's the question? Question number 9. Rajni is appointed as Statutory Auditor of STS Limited for 23-24 for auditing complete set of FS. The company has also assigned the audit of property, plant and equipment. This is specific element, single FS or account. Audit of PP, single FS, element, account or item. Item, no. I mean element and item. Yes. So, CA Rajani has a separate engagement for FY 23-24. While drafting the report, he decided to give adverse opinion based on the observations noted during the course of audit. At the same time, she is also finalizing the audit report of separate engagement where she wants to give unmodified opinion. So, on the main financial statement, she wants to give what? Adverse opinion. And on specific element, she wants to give unmodified opinion. Can she give? Can she give? First of all, step number 1, identification of concept, requirement. What have they told? Can she give 2 different opinion? Okay, comes at which standard? Essay 805. Okay. Can she? Yes. What condition should be satisfied? In 805, what condition should be satisfied? Let's go to 805. Sir, question number, point number 6, sir. Very good. Yes, Shama, very good. Not prohibited by law, not published together, does not constitute major portion. If that is the case, then you give no problems. Super. Super, super, super. Dana. Easy. See, questions are easy. Don't panic. That's it. You need to follow the steps. Tell me 4 steps what I told you. I don't remember. Step number 1 of solving a question. Understand the requirement. Step number 2. Step number 2. I told you write and keep where you can see it. Match it or map it with the standards concept. Then step number 3.
Exact concept in this.
Identify in the standard multiple concepts will be there. Identify the exact concept. Step number 4.
Relevant points from the concept.
Simple. That's what we did here. Every question, I would say consciously practice these steps. Consciously practice these steps and down the lane around 15, 20, 25 questions, you are used to solving the question in these steps. And it will be more easier for you to solve. Samjha. Yes, work is done. This is your chapter number 8, specialized areas.